Why hello there beautiful people and welcome to OTT. In this video we're going to be discussing a major rivalry which is soon to set off. It is Project Cars versus Assetto Corsa. Now these are two racing sims that have been pretty much sweeping the landscape of console gaming and PC. Now of course most PC users will have a lot more information on Assetto Corsa, and listening to their feedback over the last couple of months on their experiences of Assetto Corsa, it's an intriguing game that really needs to hurry up and get onto my console. Now Project Cars, on the other side of the coin, has been a game that's been out for quite a long time now on the PS4, and it's a game that's evolved and it's managed to find its legs and finally it's starting to run. Now also, it's not like you can say Assetto Corsa is going to have a disadvantage when it gets released in a couple of months time, because it's had just as much development. I don't know exactly how much passion's gone into it, but from what I can see, they've clearly put the effort in and they've remembered one of the key important things which is going to be one of the main themes running throughout this video. They've remembered the fun. If you look on the PlayStation Store, the way they describe the game is just what you want to hear, especially if you're someone like myself. This is not just a game, this is a real sim racing. In collaboration with the most prestigious car manufacturers, Assetto Corsa ups the simulation stakes with a fanatical focus on pure driving realism. That's pretty average, but here's the next bit which actually does make my ears perk up. Drive over 90 dream cars from Ferrari, Lotus, McLaren, Pagani, Alfa Romeo, Toyota, Maserati, BMW, Audi, Lamborghini, Mercedes-Benz, each with bespoke handling and performance modelling, taken from manufacturers' real-life data and telemetry. They've remembered we love cars, we want a variety, we don't just want racing cars, and hopefully this will show it. It's from what I've heard from the PC community, and I know they've got mods, so we need to put that aside because obviously as a console user we're probably not going to get that, speaking because most of the people watch this are probably console based players. Now they haven't got that many tracks from what I've seen here, but it's so intriguing that I'm waiting to get my hands on it. And from what I understand, if you're like myself and you like drifting, the game engine on Assetto Corsa is going to be a game that you're going to want to probably try out as soon as I get the game, which will be on launch. I'll do my videos on it and I'll let you know how things get on. From what I've heard, it's going to be the game that I am going to fall in love with, just because the game engine actually allows drifting, it actually seems to like it. Whereas when I drift in Project Cars, as difficult as it is, which is a massive reward in itself, because when you actually pull off some good drifting in Project Cars, you feel like you've really achieved something. You feel like you've climbed a mountain, not just gone up an escalator. And that's probably the best analogy I could have come up with there, and it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm quite proud of myself for that one. And when, like I said, when I'm drifting in Project Cars, it's just, I feel like the engine doesn't like it. The Madness engine, the game engine, just doesn't like it. The smoke is a very one of the biggest problems I have with it is one that, like I said, it doesn't like it, and the other problem is the smoke management. As a drifter, I'm constantly looking in my mirrors. If I'm not tandeming, I'm still looking in my mirrors anyway to see how much smoke I'm generating, because I'm trying to get the most impressive drift I can. And the Project Cars, the game itself, doesn't like it. You have to load the tyres up in a very specific way to get the smoke out. And that's really annoying because that limits your ways of drifting, and when it's one of those things, it's quite annoying. And from what I've heard, Assetto Corsa suffers from none of these issues, so we'll see how that ends up. I can't wait to get there. We've only got a couple of months left, so Project Cars, it's time to get your act together. SMS Studios, I know you don't probably watch my videos. If you do, you bloody do a good job at ignoring them, or at least making it look like you ignore them. Just please, up your game. There are plenty of people out there that know that Assetto Corsa is coming. They might not know as much about it because, you know, at the end of the day, I'm an enthusiast. I live and breathe this sort of thing. It's something I keep my eye on. Assetto Corsa is going to be a big competitor to you on console. Please, SMS, brace yourself. Start aiming to please gamers that want to have fun, not just racing. This is one of the big important things I'm going to say here. As a driving fan, as a car fan, or whatever you want to describe me as, you're probably just a knobhead, but I probably agree with you a little bit. If you like cars and you like driving, it's not just about racing. It's about hanging out with friends, it's about having fun. It's about not just driving race cars, it's about driving cars that are road cars, that maybe from different countries, dream cars, cars that you've always drooled over, that you've always wanted to lick. And Project Cars, you've seemingly started to notice this, which I've been banging on at their doors for ages, and I'm leaving messages on their YouTube videos and stuff like that, just telling them, please put more road cars in, and we did start getting them, like the Aston Martins, and we started getting more since then, and the Rocket Bunny, which is magnificent. Thank you, Project Cars, it's my favourite car in the game, thank you for putting that in there. And it's the closest thing to a Subaru, on a side note. So Project Cars, keep it up. I know you said you're stopping doing DLC at this point in May in 2016, but you can't just leave Project... I know you've got work to do, you've got many other games, SMS, you've got all your truck simulators, so you've got other projects going, and you're working on Project Cars too. And I know you're not the biggest of studios, but you need to put some little bit of time in, just a little bit, just to get those popular cars, which will keep your audience interested, draw in the rest of the people that were kind of put off by your game because they thought it was too serious, which it is a very serious game still to this day. But you need to inject that little bit of fun. 80-90% simulator racing and 10% fun. That 10% needs to be juicy, and right now it's not. There's not that many. Re-inject it, give this game more length, and keep it going, because we've got a long time now between this, Assetto Corsa, and then Project Cars 2. I can't wait for Assetto Corsa, the videos will be coming soon. Project Cars, I've still got a lot of work to do on there, and there'll still be more videos. And let's see how this battle goes. Two giants in the driving world, in the gaming world, and it's about to kick off on console. Let's see which side of the fence people fall on, because I'm guessing it's going to be, if you're completely serious, you want Project Cars, but from the initial impression, if you want that little bit extra fun, Assetto Corsa might be the way to go, and that's right up my street, and might be up yours too. Let's find out soon, and I love you all as always. I'll see you in the next video. For now, goodbye.